Otherwise, resuming trading Alpha Uniform Lima Tango was halted.
Good morning.
Morning.
How's it going?
Good, brother. How'd it go last night?
Oh man, I got my ass kicked, bro.
Yeah, cheers, fuck.
Oh, I got my ass kicked.
All right, better than you thought, or you didn't play too hot?
Nah, I just didn't play good. My partner wasn't playing good either. So fucking shit.
Shit.
Straight shit. Good morning, everybody. Parvays, good morning. Adrian, good morning. Moving Trader here. Good morning. Looking for the YouTube link. Romeo here. Happy Wednesday. Futures here this morning are obviously the
Green and bullish.
yeah.
I thought of the song. It's the most bullish time of the year. Ding dong, ding dong.
Hey Jay, who sings that?
Lucci and I created our own version the other day.
I see. Don't quit your day job, bro.
All right, let's take a look at the gap up here this morning. Remember, yesterday we popped off the news that it's possible we're going to get a rate cut. So that's kind of what made us bullish. Then we sold it off. Now this morning here we're gapping all of it back and then some. So we're looking at 457 here off the open. So we're kind of in a situation where we may have another trend day up here. Or of course they fade this all back out to black here. Now, if we continue rolling up higher, some of the names that I'm going to be looking at, again, this oil here gapped up again. So the CVX here, I'm definitely going to take a look at. If you look at the pins here, we're trading almost here at 33. So maybe a 33 call there on the pins. Obviously, you got the Tesla continuation. This Tesla was super bullish yesterday. Somebody called out yesterday in the chat here. I think it was John Smith. Where you at, John Smith? He was talking about Tesla's going to hit 245, and I told him I was going to sell him the fucking calls, and this shit hit 245, 247 here by end of day. Fucking Tesla. Nice call out there, John Smith. So you got some further upside there on that. There's a bunch of other names that are gapping up here. You got the CRM. Yo, Jesus, coin hit fucking 130, bro.
What a beast. I mean, Bitcoin, yeah, still showing strength. I got one even better for you. Kind of got laughed at yesterday as I was talking about it. I heard it under your breath when I was talking about the flow.
What do you got?
EM. Diane Ranchero, say what you want to say.
Yep. And you got stock buybacks here, and this morning this GM fucking $32. $32, a huge fucking move here. Wow.
So let's again do your walk around the club. I'll talk a little bit about how as much as the market looks bullish today, index wise, the names, I think, especially if you're interested in playing these single names, is where the bulk of the momentum's been at, especially if you can get lucky and catch the right ones. As you know, Lucci shop the other day, had a great call with continuation. Yesterday, he talked Tesla. There was quite a few underbelly names over the past, few days at least now, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot of action under the hood in individual names the past couple of days.
Indeed. Let's continue around here for a little bit here. I mean, again, the Snapchat here, further continuation here, almost trading up to 13. LVS is an interesting news here that came out. The daughter, I guess, is buying
Abelson's daughter,
the Mavs. So she's selling $2 billion of stock here to buy the Mavs, by the way, from Cuban. And you know how much the buy price, you know what the ticket price is there, Jesus?
What?
$3.5 billion.
They just keep going higher and higher, these the teams, huh?
$3.5 billion motherfucking dollars. And he bought that shit for like 300 mil.
He's got a horseshoe up his ass, that guy.
You know what I'm saying? And wow. Is all I have to say.
Point it up so the luck don't run out, Jay.
I know.
If you take a look at the stock here on LVS, we're down here a little bit. But again, who even trades this fucking thing at this point? GME is another thing to note. GME had tons of call flow on it, and you're kind of getting that gamma. You're kind of getting that gamma situation here. So with this gap up, you might have a situation where they gamma squeeze the shit out of this thing, and you see $17. So it's not that crazy to buy some lotto calls in this thing to really get paid out. I mean, you never know with names like this. I still think, of course, I think it's an incredible short, but the question is when do you hit and when do you shoot for the timing on it? Hey, Diego, ¿cómo está, papi? Happy
Diego Maradona.
And then
ask
other
him how
than
Dora
that,
is.
anyways, if you take a look at CrowdStrike was a name that reported earnings, and remember, this was part of the what do they call these names? The cybersecurity shit. So if you look at the D-Dogs and all these fucking names here, they're up again here, pre-market here. So this show isn't stopping anytime fucking soon. Beyond that, I think that's about what I got here. Nvidia trading 483. I mean, again, the juice is not in these names. It's in the underbelly names, which we were talking about yesterday. And those names continue to go higher here. So I'm going to toss it back over to Jesus here for morning breakdown.
Yeah. And again, nothing really new. It's interesting that we're starting to see, because this is kind of what we were looking for, right? Some of these laggards, the crap of the crap, catching action, catching a bid. They really didn't participate much at all in the move, and that was the next phase we probably were going to see at some point, and we're in the midst of it now. So again, regardless of the indexes can get sticky and choppy. That wouldn't shock me at all. I would continue to look under the hood, individual names, especially that are catching sweeper activity. At this point, the more of a laggard they are, right? You're kind of looking for names that didn't even move yet that are seeing some sweeper activity. That's probably where some of the best risk reward you're going to see for probably the next week or so. So we still have, as far as a backdrop here, as we've been discussing, right? You got some things that are going to change as we get into December. So you got the remainder of this week. As we get into next week, we start to lose a little bit of this bullish force we've been seeing. Here, I just posted that. That's from Goldman this morning. You still got buybacks that are buying. I think that's at the end of the first week of December, we start to lose some of that luster. CTA flows are still to the buy side remainder of the week. That could start to change over the next week or two. So we're losing that the sizzle from that camp. Let's see what else we got here. Goldman. A couple other things I know you guys were interested about. They talk about the retail favorite names, the GameStop, the Tesla. Retail came into this market in a big way last week, okay? And that's why, it's no coincidence we're seeing some of these GameStop names start to move. So, again, that can linger, right? Doesn't have to show up and all of a sudden contrary in a play and take the other side. That can linger for a few days, weeks. So that's why these names are starting to come to life. But kind of to Lucci's point, the inevitable is that at some point after this runs its course, it's not good, right? It's never good. That GameStop is not the new leader of the new bull market, okay? So get that out of your heads, or you monkey ape, whatever the fuck you guys call yourselves, all right? It's not going to happen. This is just the last phase of this big move we've seen off the recent lows, but it could continue for a bit, especially this time of year, right? Notoriously known for it. One more thing I will add: tomorrow you have that PCE we spoke about. All right, if you're in the bearish camp, I think you want to keep an eye on that number, because if it comes in soft, all right, meaning we get another bullish inflationary number, which is probably going to be the case. If equities can't hold a bid, you get a rally and fade, or if you get no reaction to it, that could be a sign that this rally is running a bit out of gas, and that's what you would want to see if you're on the bearish side. All right, so something to keep an eye on for bears if you're not getting run over on the short side and twiddling your thumbs.
I mean, let me just preface that as well by saying, if you are still a bear here, I mean, those points in life where you have you kind of an existential crisis, like when you pass 25 years of age and then you pass 40. That's what you're having right now. If you're still bearish here, you are having a fucking existential crisis right now.
You're a bear at heart, but
I'm
you
a
have
fucking
humility.
bear.
You understand? It's not bears aren't like that. You know how they're stubborn. They pound their chest. They stick to their guns.
Fucking herbs,
and
just
they
like
get
GME. In reality, we're not that different from GME apes. Fucking herbs.
right. But again, no knock on the Bears. It's the toughest trade in the game. Everybody, even Lucci will acknowledge it, but everybody knows it. So you got to take that into consideration if you're trying to catch that trade, especially with the bullish momentum we've been seeing of it. It's been, stupid. So, but that is something, if you are bearish, kind of keep an eye on to get an indication. Maybe the bulls, the short covering, all that stuff is running out of gas a bit. Because we're likely going to get a soft number that would be bullish. And if the market can't, show some strength off it, could be all factored in, right? Kind of the price telling you the story there. So something to keep an eye on.
Indeed. Coming back over to some small caps here. Check out this VVOS. Apparently, they received some first ever FDA clearance here for device treatment of severe obstructive sleep apnea. So, I mean, again, it seems like, okay, we got a pill for sleep and we got an injection for the Ozempic here.
Drugs for everybody.
Drugs. We got drugs for everybody. Take a look at this VVOS. This thing fucking $4 here to $14 here pre-market.
Damn, I need one of these so bad. I just want one of these so bad.
Shares are cheap, so you can get some locates here. UG Front here is saying Stock Traders Almanacs. It says that December 1st is historically a down day. Do you also use the moon? We had a full moon the other day, UG.
We're looking at it, moon phases.
What do you think about that? Lee is saying you can be bearish IWM and bullish SPY. That would have worked out. Yeah, nice little pairs trade right there. So guys, if we can't sell this gap, which frankly I don't see how we will, if we can't sell this gap here, we continue higher. And they continue to rotate. By the way, the shop, you remember the shop here? Yesterday, it kind of fooled people a little bit. We're back to previous highs. I think this goes to 75. I got some $75 queues, $75 calls queued up. I got some pins calls queued up, and I got some CVX calls queued up. Now, if we flop, obviously, I'm just going to short SPY straight out. Those are my ideas here. For the day here. Watch for the rotations. See what you get. Remember, the PayPal and Square yesterday were fucking ridiculous, man.
Yep.
So those are those are another a couple of names here to watch out for. And then again, those underbelly names that have a high short interest, like your UPSTs, your AIs, your across
Roku, right? That's been on the rampage the last few days.
Roku's up again. Trading 108, man. When are we gonna short the fuck out of this thing? I have no idea. Chris here in the chat room here is talking about that Foot Locker. Did you find the news on that thing? You found the news on the Foot Locker?
The retail, they had numbers, I thought.
Had earnings?
Yeah, I think.
Foot Locker's been getting its ass kicked. I mean, this is another retail name here that maybe is coming back into play. LA Inc. is talking about the Baba. Fuck Baba. I mean, unless you're short.
Oh, PDD, right? That was the name.
PDD is a monster here, but it ain't helping no Baba, or it ain't helping I do either. So fuck those two names. Foot Locker had some good earnings. Ron Chero here. We got a minute here to the close. What do you got to say about
I'm fucking exhausted listening to you two. You just sucked all the air out of the room.
Shit.
All right. So
with that being said,
we take all the information and then we use up all the nuggets we got, and then we give it to Ron Carroll to try to get creative.
I got crums. All right. So listen, we had that nice move in Boeing yesterday, and like that thing is, I've missed the entirety of a move up. So, from a big picture standpoint, you're at a level where maybe it gets a little pullback. If it busts through the level, I feel stupid for missing the majority of it, but what are you going to do? I like the Tesla long idea for continuation because from a technical standpoint, it's at an area where it can get, further push. You same thing, right? Like it goes through these little bands of consolidation and then it rips. And Tesla, when it rips, does quite well. You can make a lot of money on Tesla.
You don't think we missed it?
You missed yesterday, but can you get continuation? If SPY continues to go, does it go with SPY? I mean, I hate when these open like this. It's either chase the gap or wait for VWAP, and I don't like chasing gaps. It just never works out well.
Okay.
Rivian catching some action. RIVN off the open.
My pins options haven't opened up yet, and I'd like to buy some 33 calls, but they haven't even opened here. They haven't opened here. Let me take a look at that shop here. Let's see where shop is trading. Shop is trading 74.73. I like the 75 calls. 75 calls are going for about $1 here. I don't know if I should pull the trigger on those yet. I also want to pull up some SPX calls here in case we just continue to drift higher, which I do believe we will. Let's see how the flow looks off the open.
Social media, AMC up 6%.
I can't imagine we fucking
8% after beating annual forecasts. Workday's about 9%. They raise their annual subscription revenue forecast.
And here we're starting to move here. I'm going to buy a small lot long SPY or long SPX.
You got that IONQ catching some action off the open. That sort of an AI play.
33 Pinterest, 33 Pinterest. Wait, so these options are open. My shit just isn't showing. Man, now it's fucking showing. God damn it. I'm going to buy 100 lot of this Pinterest here just for shits and giggles here at 458 on SPY here. I'll cover the long.
You got Team TEAM showing some continuation, caught some action yesterday.
Alpha, no doubt, man, no doubt. John Smith, nice call. Tesla yesterday, nice call, bro. I was wrong. You were right. Nice fucking call, man. Nice fucking call. Watch this pin. Take a look at Snap. I wouldn't be surprised if it's over 13. Snap is over $13 too. It don't just run and gun on the highs. I'm gonna buy some more calls in my daughter's account. Fuck it.
QS looks like some squeeze play, short hedging call side there.
Wow. Nice call out on the QS. Eli Lilly here, 590, not really doing anything. Let's take a look at that shop again. 74.90s here on the shop. So, we're a fucking long here. There's nothing else to say here. NVIDIA here. Don't look for the NVIDIA. It ain't NVIDIA. That's not where you're going to find it. Check out AMD, though. 125 still going. 125 still going.
You got that WW Weight Watchers caught a little bit of action yesterday, a little nibbling. SoFi, SOFI.
PDD 142. See ya. Bye-bye.
A little more tack on coming into GM. And it looks like NGME, although that can roll up, it looks like. Lyft. All these heavily shorted names catching action. AMD, December 8th, 125s. IWM, seeing a little bit of flow. RKT, good old RKT. Now, those are leaps in RKT.
John Smith, yeah, SPY. Indeed. I got a 5 lot here on that SPX. I'm probably going to come out of these right now. I was still waiting for 458 here, but I'll come out of half now on the SPX. I mean, I'm trading smaller sizes, you guys can see here. but I don't see us slowing down here. Let me take a look at that CVX here. 146 hasn't really moved here. NVIDIA here starting to play. 487 on that NVIDIA. Take a look. Starting to play. I mean, again, rotate. Keep going higher. Check out these banks too. BAC trading a 30 handle, which kind of interesting. So you might get a rotation over into the down names. If you look at that GM here, holding 32. Remember, this thing had a gap up here from the news this morning. I don't see much bearishness here.
No.
I don't see much at all here. I got another SPX 2 lot here that I'm going to come out of. Nice move on the yeah, I don't see this slowing down anytime soon here. Pins here dropped out. You can get an ad here. Shop here dropped out too. You might be able to get ads here on all this stuff. Flow here. Let's see that GME. Let's take a look at that GME. GME faded. It printed 16.5 again. Faded here to 15.5. Kind of interesting here. UG front rolled up on the Tesla. Nice work. Melly here. Jesus is trading 16.10. Still going.
Like an ATM machine. That's
Pins here. Kind of falling back here. Snap here sitting there at 13. You got to pull back here on SPY if you like that. You might be able to go long here. Shop here. You got another opportunity to go long here. But again, how much are you going to get out of this stuff? You know what I mean? Lee Hutch is talking about the ADD. Obviously, you're skewed here to the bullish side on the ADD, the breadth numbers. Somebody just bought some puts here on Tesla. It looks like a in the money kind of hedge. I don't know. Somebody just bought some 30 calls on pins too, a couple of weeks out, but that's in the money.
Yeah, there's a lot of call activity in all these underbelly names.
Yeah, I like the pins.
You got a little frantic open here, call side off the open. We'll see once this excitement settles down, probably around 10 o'clock-ish, but right now it's all call side.
I'm going to roll to February on my daughter's account and buy some more calls for her on pins.
EVLV, you got some leaps there. 2026 $7 leap call. Pin some more action, the 30s for December 22nd.
So they're buying that line twice there, that 30 line. It's a good amount of money there. What's going on with that? What's going on with that MU? $78 on that MU. Retrace on that MU. I like this thing to go higher.
Yeah, that did yesterday.
I like this thing to go a lot higher.
Oh, what a shaking big that was.
Again, I feel like you got to swing this thing, man.
Yeah, you have to swing that thing.
It's so hard to just fucking. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Intel getting some more play. Got a ton of action there. That W Wayfair, some more continuation there, up another $2.
Wow. Take a look at that Intel. What's the flow that you're seeing on the Intel?
It's a bunch of different lines. Weeklies, December 22nd, 40 cents. I'll post the lines. Hold on.
Okay, Jesus is going to post the lines here. Intel's probably popping up on the Momo scanner here. Let's take a look at the Momo scanner. Momo scanner, we got a ton of names here on the radar. Intel and QS here. They are on already. Reference price on the Momo scanner is $45.13. That's pretty much up here. But again, this is the name to watch here from the Momo scanner. There's a lot of names on the radar here as well. So if you take Intel long, see if you can go ahead and buy the dip here. Samuel is seeing thousands of people going to Santa dress up GameStop. It's going to get crazy next week. Oh, look, we got an ape in here. His name is Samuel Martin, and he is a GameStop ape.
There you go. The apes.
There you go. We got some apes up in here. Some motherfucking apes up in here. All right, I'm long the 300 lot on the pins here. Let's take a look at the pins here. It's not looking that bad. But again, you really got to get a fucking. Let's keep an eye on the Intel. Let's keep an eye on the Intel, and I want to keep an eye on that MU there as well. Remember, Roger here saying Microsoft gave it all up. Remember, the fat man names, you're not going to get the strength from those. Meta is red though. Meta is red. Bob is down on
is red too. Be careful with the big guys. They're not in play right now.
Exactly. Nvidia tried to get everybody long again. Couldn't do it. AMD, though, on the other hand, is off doing its own thing. So, yeah. Let's take a look at Unity. Unity, another underbelly name. Where's ARC? I bet ARC is up 47. You know what I mean? ARC here. Roku.
Besides coal buying and ARC yesterday. Let's see.
Roku holding fine. Ronchero, what are you doing over there?
I'm trying to be patient and wait for some pullbacks, especially on SPY, to check out VWAP and see if we bounce. So far, it's holding up, but I wouldn't mind playing upside. However, if it decides to break and wants to go fill the gap, I can play that too.
Got it. Intel small pullback here, 45.13. Remember, you got this on the Momo scanner here. A lot of flow on this name. By the way, the MU is kind of looking similar. You know, if you look at the MU, it's kind of looking similar. And the AMD. So those are those semis here. Let's take a look at SMCI. Again, another name here. So
you got flow coming into Amazon here too.
No doubt.
UPST action yesterday as well. Squeeze play. You got some more there. UPST.
All right, so I'm going to pull up 45 calls on the Intel here and just have these things queued up, ready to go. I'm going to get a small 25 lot to start. Remember, this thing popped up on the Momo scanner here, so we're going to go ahead and play the momentum here. Let's take a look at the Micron here. Again, Micron is a name I want to be long. We were talking about yesterday if they retraced the whole program, which, by the way, happened this morning. So the trade kind of already happened, to be quite honest. Pins here. Holding
opening bet December's.
Well, see, notice what they're going for. They're going for the Carvana. They're going for the UPST. They're going for these names here. So as long as the market holds, you can get a rotation here into these names. Check the banks. $30 still on that BAC, still looking good. GS still consolidating. JPM at the high end of the range. Citigroup similar there as well. I think that
others of a rate hike.
Rate hike. More talks about rate hikes. If you check out the MU slowly, penny by penny here, going higher. Let's take a look at that Foot Locker here, also doing well. All they're doing is rotating. Now it's the most bullish time of the year. CVX is not doing too well. Oil here pulling back, so that trade idea wasn't that hot. Okay, now let's take a look at SPY here. SPY may be breaking down here. Let's see what's going on. Jonathan here in the room is talking about go kill some altcoins. Let's take a look at some altcoins. We'll take a look at some of those coins later on. BTC, by the way, is trading 37.9. So not really doing much. Yeah, not really doing much. Pins here kind of dumped out from the highs. If you take a look at the Intel here, Intel's still kind of moving here. So I still like it. The MU also trading really well.
Another soft landing.
You know what I mean? Intel here. Yo, let us know, Jesus, if you see any more of that flow on the Intel.
What's this one? Bank of America. Those are leaps. 2025 leaps.
Fucking leaps on Bank of America. Boeing here still chilling, not doing much. So far, to me, they held this market up. That MU, did anybody buy the MU? That one's a better one. Here's another dip on the pins. I don't know if you want to go for this, though. This one's a little bit trickier. I'm going to wait on this. I'm going to hold the 300 that I got now, though. I don't like it that much, though. I do like the Intel a lot better. But again, how much are you really going to go here? I think my eyes now are on the Intel and the MU. Let's take a look at that Square. Square still trading up. PayPal here still trading up. It traded up to fucking $60. Let's take a look at that Tesla. Also not really doing much. Nvidia here almost back to highs a day. Again, the juice is not in the fat man names. It is not in the fat man names. The juice is in the underbelly shit. Snap here holding. Pins here kind of coming back. I kind of want to add, but I'm not going to do it. But I like the Intel. I like the Intel. I like the MU. I like the pins. Let's take a look at that Roblox and that Roku. Roblox just holding. Roku here just holding as well. If you take a look at that Baba, not doing shit. All right. It's going to be slower. It's going to be a slow tape, but I think you get a melt up situation here. Again, take a look at Lyft. Take a look at Lyft. Lyft
all those
finally getting a lift. Fuck y'all.
Nice.
Right?
Very nice.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
4,600 on SPX for the call wall. So if we get that melt up mode, there's plenty of room to the upside.
I see 4,600 to call wall on the SPX. Yeah. We're still pretty far away, actually. 15 handles out. How's the SPY looking? SPY here kind of at the call wall.
Yeah, yes, but I use SPX though because the SPY call wall is less.
Yep.
Another phenomenal tool here in the room.
Yeah, for real. Definitely. So, guys, when we're talking about call walls and everything, you guys might be sitting there thinking, what the fuck are these guys talking about? This is a new tool that we have coded and put inside the room. And you can see what it looks like here. Basically, this shows the gamma levels, changing gamma levels. And this is important for market makers. This is important for us, too, to know when these guys need to hedge and when they need to come in and buy stock and fucking move shit around. So when they move shit around, that's when we, can figure out how to make some money. So this is the new tool. We have it on ES, SPX, and this list of names, and that will continue to be rolled out, continue to be expanded upon as time goes by. SPY here, as you can see, kind of coming back to highs. But yeah, this is looking pretty bullish here. Let's take a look at the Peloton. Peloton is a name that could really fucking run, man. Really fucking run, man.
30 cents, $5.90. Huh?
I like the idea of buying $6 calls just for lotto tickets, man. MU, you got a big pullback there on the MU, so I kind of like that one. I like the idea of buying some lotto tickets on this fucking Peloton here. I ain't gonna do it yet, but let me know if you see any flow on that Peloton, Jesus.
Yep.
All right.
You got Kohl's combined with Time, retail name. Jan 25 Kohl's. That's a discount retail name. Which should start to do better if you believe in the eventually an economic slowdown or recession at some point. I mean, these things were all priced for a recession, never came, and they got pounded.
Indeed. Watching SPY here, just kind of slim pickings. GM here, just kind of chilling, not doing anything. If we scroll here, just take a walk around the club here, Meta and all the high flyer names, they're trading okay, but that's not where the juice is. It ain't where the juice is. MasterCard and Visa, again, two names that are also, that's not where the juice is. Look at the UPST though, and the Z scale and the fucking all this trash. Sort of trash names here. You know what? I'm going to buy 100 of this Peloton. Do not follow me. Do not follow me. But I am going to buy 100 on this fucking Peloton here. Pins here dropped out again. And then the Intel dropped out there too.
CAN. I think is this a Bitcoin play? I thought they went out of business, but Charlie Apple Nancy seen some action.
Charlie Apple Nancy. New England clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
Chowder.
Showdown.
And then this is a bit.
Hey, Lucci, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what do you got?
Yesterday, when you were talking about that exchange, that Mexican exchange, and
Sure.
you said KYC. Does
KYC,
that mean
yeah.
know your customer? Is that what that?
That's what that means. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
That is exactly what that means. That is exactly what that means. SPY having trouble at that 458 area.
Yes, it is.
Definitely having trouble at that 458 area. Check out the Bank of America, guys. Check out the Bank of America.
Yeah, IWM, nice strength today.
All right, I think I got a bit too heavy here on the Intel and the pins. Yeah, we're here pulling back here on these two.
Okay, back to VWAP on SPY. If they can't bounce it,
right.
So I got a little 10 lot sitting here, just trying to feel around. Let's see if I can find a spot. If this thing breaks down, could be a nice, quick short scalp.
Nice.
Yeah, keep an eye on the long side. IWM, RTY, TNA off any dips today. Could be the way to go index one.
Clow here is buying some puts on SPY. I don't blame you. I like that. I like that trade. This Intel does not look too hot. MU here pulling back here as well. Pins here doesn't look too hot either.
This is interesting though. Why would you have? It changes all the time. However, they're giving you this little a gap run up and then some chop here. What are they trying to figure out? What are we waiting on? Something? Is there a number? Is there another fucking auction we're waiting on? What's hanging out there?
It's a good question. I don't know. That is a good question though. Take a look at these banks, man. Take a look at these fucking banks.
Yep. Again, that goes probably alongside the IWM strength and outperformance here.
Yeah, so there's a 4-month auction at 11:30.
4-month auction at 11:30.
And then beige book at 2.
It's not brown. It's not cream. It's somewhere in between. It's the beige book.
You're a Schulten's guy.
SPY moving up a
And there
little
goes
bit.
your SPY.
Yep.
I like the long.
All right. I'm in. Let's see if
the
we can
long.
stay in the pocket, as you like to say, Luch.
I like the long. I like the long, but the names that I'm long now are not playing ball here. So if anything, you want to buy dips on SPY here, that looks like it's the better play here. Somebody's yelling out NVIDIA. Again, NVIDIA, I don't think is the name. I don't think that's the name.
Yell out NVIDIA, rain, sleet, dark, light, any climate in the world, they just yell out NVIDIA. Don't you get it? Doesn't matter.
Right. I get it.
Buy NVIDIA.
I get it.
They're staying it out in the jungles of Timbuktu, Jay.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what's going on in the world.
Keep an eye on this BAC, some of these other banks here. GS here starting to move. JPM looking real strong, looking like it's about to break out. Citigroup here also looking really strong. Wells Fargo looking really fucking strong.
Yuck, don't make me puke.
Again, you can just go IWM, TNA, or dips if you don't want to get too picky in the names. You got several, you got FAST, FAS, which is the levered bank ETF. Frank Apple, Sam, the KREs of the world. There's a levered KRE, which is DPST, David, Peter, Sam, Tits, Tots. My
bad. Chris Answers is talking about, I'm calculating a sell-off between 10:30 to 11 o'clock.
Only if there's a half moon going over the sun and the stars.
Listen,
based on
when you start trying to time or give a specific time, like, come on, man.
That's crystal bullshit right there.
Come on, man.
Beyond the beef, catching some squeeze play. What about there, Luch? I mean, that's a crap. Oh, man. That's set up for a squeeze right there. Look at that.
It's another crapshoot fucking stock here.
Where are we on the call wall, kids? SPX, everybody in the steam room, shout it out.
Teledoc,
Where you at?
TDOC, Teledoc, another Kathy name, kicking some butt.
Oh, Teledoc's got some call buying.
So that's why you think if, again, on the long side, you probably got to go IWM TNA route because this has no influence on the S&P whatsoever.
Trying to get a pop on these fucking Intel pins here. Nothing's happening though.
It's SPX now. SPX is at 45.87. I called 4,600 is where I saw the wall. Is that right? That's still a good long ways to go.
Yeah.
Norse talked about rolling SPY call wall up. Did that happen, Norse?
Probably will.
What the hell was I just looking? Oh. Look at the put the call. Now this is what a squeeze should look like. You know what I mean? This is what you see out of the put the call. You know, we hadn't seen that yet.
Mm.
And that's usually when the underbelly and the crap of the crap starts squeezing. You get that Teledoc. Okay, so like a lot of these names, right? Like who buys these shit names? It's not just speculative bulls. It's shorts who've been sitting short while these things did nothing but go down for so long, who need to hedge and protect that position. What do? They sweep calls.
Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Teledoc still going. Wow. Look at the Teledoc.
Yeah, Lemonade, another heavily shorted name.
LMND.
I was the future of insurance back in the day. In public. It's been shorted out to wazoo ever since. LMND. Look at that chart. My God. And like shorts can sit comfortably in these things. All they got to do is hedge when there's a squeeze coming to town. But net, look at this thing.
All right, I'm going to start.
Beyond their data or speak as expected. We're just over 30 minutes into the trading session for the US as well. Nasdaq 100 is at session high is 9/10 high at 16,155. Dow Jones is up 3/10 at 35,500. S&P 500 trades at 4585 at 7/10 high. We go further ahead, just over 30 minutes, we have the DOE oil inventories.
Yeah, I think tomorrow with this squeeze today, tomorrow's PCE is definitely a must watch because they could be front running any bullish number here today anyway.
Right.
So the reaction to that PCE is going to be telling tomorrow. What are you doing? You?
Hey Jay, what did you get for Dukes yesterday?
What I get for for her birthday and more love.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Now, we celebrated. We went a little heavier on the treats throughout the night. 12 years old for anybody who's not aware of Dukes. The snoring, by the way, the snoring you've been hearing in the background each day in, day out.
The snoring.
MQ, a little squeeze action in that name as well. That's another heavily shorted, high speculative growth name. Affirm, what's that doing today, Luke?
I don't know. I haven't taken a look at it. I'm still
kind of up a little bit more today. When's that get tired? Damn it.
Wrong question.
Wrong question. But you remember you caught the short last time on this Affirm.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Off the rip like this, didn't you?
Yeah.
And that was when? The end of the summer?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So you want to see it stop going higher first. Right?
Yeah,
So
I mean, in this situation, in these
Yeah.
situations, you want to be long. You just want to be long because every short, it's that scenario here. Every
Right,
short
they
is going to get
expect more to squeeze as they short more, right?
exactly,
Yep.
and every step of the way they're going to short more. You know how fucking ape bullish, stupid ass shorts are. You know how we are, bro.
Yeah.
Going
We
to
can't
zero.
stop.
It's
We
going
can't
to
stop.
zero.
We can't stop until we blow out the account, man.
So they take the needle.
We take the motherfucking,
Yeah.
we can't stop. That is a fact.
Are you channeling Beastie Boys right there?
No. Was that a song?
Because you don't stop. Short shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a good song. It's a good song. Shop here kind of gave it up there too. If you
Yeah.
look at this.
The action slowing down a little bit now. So again, this is that 10 o'clock time. You get that excitement off the opening bell. Usually 10 to 10:30, things settle in. And then you kind of get a better gauge, better handle on how things may shake out the remainder of the day. Let's see. Credit looks good. Nothing really. And we haven't really seen.
What the fuck was that?
What?
No, it's a misprint. It's a misprint.
What?
That is a misprint.
Where?
I look up and Spy's down freaking to 456 and a half.
It's not. It's not.
You can't. That's why Spy. You can't even. Spy is horrible.
It's not. Somebody told me to pull up Snow. Take a look at Snow here. Snow is another underbelly name here that's getting bid.
You got to look SPX. Spy is riffraff show. Is this going up again? No, not really. CLSK. Looks like they're rolling up. Remember, they were buying Jan 7.5s. It looks like they might be rolling those up now. Really nice move in that CLSK Bitcoin play. I can't believe I'm saying this. I got Bitcoin up on my screen because it's been such a great tell on liquidity.
Look at the Spy starting to break down here.
Yeah, I like it. I cut all my longs.
Yeah, I did too. I saw that misprint and I was like, all right, something else is up here.
Now this is interesting. Now, what they were selling or what they've been selling is the Fat Man names, right? Yeah. So now, does that actually continue? I fucking highly doubt it.
Let's see.
I highly doubt it. So I'm gonna wait and chill after I took my losses here on the
You got
Intel.
some Fed speak in the background here.
And the pins here. The Intel still looks good though. I still like the Intel. It's just I don't like the price action here. MU, I still like MU. So if anybody's sitting in the Intel, remember, you still got a lot of flow on it. You still got a lot of stuff that's looking good. Kelly,
like if you like Spy long, back at VWAP is a good entry, and if it doesn't work, you cut it.
Integrity of CRISPR edited cells.
Let's see if we can mark that hot or not.
Squeezometer up a few ticks. Still didn't get back over 70 again yet.
Natalia, ¿viste lo que dijo? Take a look at 15-minute liquidity for SPY and Qs. Can you do that? And see let me know what you see. Cayendo. Okay. Y lo de Qs.
Oh, here we go. How deep will the pullback be?
Real interest rate.
Some of the big guys short maybe protection. We didn't see much call activity off the open in any of the big guys. Zippo.
I think the names to be short are these fat man names.
Let's see if we can make a lot of money on this bullshit.
And it could be a red fucking scenario here.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, aren't they red already? The Fat Man names?
I mean, they're already kind of red, but I'm talking about really red. I mean,
okay.
Meta's down 4, which is
Yeah.
very surprising.
Again, they're being used as a source of funds for all the other stuff they're going into.
That Netflix was a good one. Well, let's take a look at that Netflix. Yeah, I like that. Let's take a look at the Roku. Take a look at this Intel here, not doing anything. Pins here gave it up. Oof.
HTOO, fuel green. What the fuck? This has got to be just a squeeze play. It's chemicals. Oh, green. One of those alternative energy type scams. QQQ, looks like in the money puts there.
What are those? Which ones are those?
Those are November 29th, 394 puts in the money.
Today, 394.
Those are in the money, though.
How deep?
394. So what was that? $1.50, $2?
SPY going to retrace the move.
I'm gonna buy some Microsoft puts.
I got a little SPY put play here tomorrow, 457 from $1.14. So we'll see if they take out the low.
Okay, so if we look at SPY here, we're back to where we opened. So that's the opening move, basically.
Yep.
Now we still have a huge gap of 20 fucking handles.
Yep. That's from the speech here from the Bank of England.
But at the same time, they're still moving into other things. So they're still holding this market up. So it's not a full-on, hey, dump it type shit yet.
Bailey saying foreign exchange markets are vulnerable in periods of stress. Again, Barkin just speaking, saying that he is still somewhat skeptical that they're on the track back to their 2% inflation goal.
Yeah, Meta's got the real relative weakness, 100% there.
Barkin saying he's still not ready to take another potential rate hike off the table.
Now, SPY here is basically at a put wall. The put wall had moved up. Now we're sitting here at 457. So it's an interesting place here at 457.
Just breaking where you opened.
You know? So now that SPX is starting to look real interesting here. Really, really interesting here.
Yesterday, if you marked yesterday's VWAP, that brings you to 455.23. Gap fill is down at 455.
You got a little more buying coming into Hood, HOOD.
If they don't bounce it here, you could get a little bit more wiggle.
BTC trading lower. BTC is trading lower.
That having a forecasting.
Yeah, BTC at the lows in the morning, definitely. Overnight lows, right?
Rates next year.
Yeah. It's very interesting here. Next pop, I'm looking to maybe get some SPY short here.
Well, you got a nice gap to fill.
Now, take a look at the coin. Take a look at the coin. 127 here and BTC coming in. But still, you know, I don't know if you can still say, hey, this is a fucking flat out short. But I like it. I like it.
What are you talking about? Bitcoin? Short?
No, just SPY.
Oh.
LA Inc., can you write options in a cash account? You cannot write options in a cash account. You need Leveragino.
Market just acknowledging he'll be up reading his forecast next
You
week.
need leverage.
He reviews the likelihood of a rate cut next year.
Oh, no wonder it's not working right. What the fuck? There you go.
I don't know. Some of you guys also have to be thinking about the buy from here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some of you guys got to be thinking about the buy from here. Like if you were going to dip buy, you know, because let's face it, this market usually does not sell for too long before they pick everything back up. If you take a look at the Bank of America, you can tell that's where they're rotating. That is hands down where they are rotating. This GS here is still strong. Are they coming into the BA and some oil? Nope. Oil here not trading that well.
Yeah, Lex, I see that they went through the put wall. Has it started to roll down yet? Let me take a look at this. Hasn't rolled down yet.
Responsible for the security
SPX right at the put wall, 45.70, which they moved up from 45.60.
Right.
Fuckery.
Mark Gamos here in the chat room. Bought SPY puts when SPY broke the call wall and held as the call wall did move up, covered him into this move. That's a great fucking trade using the tools that we got.
Nice
in
trade.
The Steam Room here. So shout out to Mark Gamo, who's a member of the Steam Room. If you guys haven't decided on doing your trial here, do your fucking trial for $8. Seriously. You spent fucking more than $8 in fucking commissions here already, trading SPX. Moondev is saying, have you thought of building a bot that makes it impossible to short? Moondev, trust me, I've thought about all that shit. I have thought about all that shit. Let's take a look at that GME here, 1560. All right, let's see if SPY wants to bounce here. So far, tape is looking pretty meh. There's still plenty of buyers here in several names here. So, Kalau is saying, I'm out of the SPY puts. This will give me the money to be 1 week in trade trades next time I'm in PR. Nice, Kalau. Nice. Check out the last comment here in the Steam Room, and that is Skim saying, don't be a dick and do the trial. Well, that's one way to say it.
I concur with Skim.
That's definitely one way to say it.
It's direct. It's to the point.
Indeed.
See, look at there's another good one from Ozzy.
Why here slowly fading here? If you notice, tape is definitely fucking different here. We got a nice comment here from Ozzy inside the Steam Room here as well. And Ozzy said, I did the trial, forgot about it, and got charged whatever it was, and I ain't leaving.
In all caps.
The old Planet Fitness move.
Yeah.
Never get off the boat.
The old Planet Fitness move. Kelman is saying rumor on S&P ads is December 1st for Friday. PLTR and Uber. Yeah.
By the way, on that, you just reminded me, Kelman. Remember we were trying to figure out the short-dated call buying, repeat buying in that EPO. They have rumors that's getting included in the S&P 500 as well. The Apollo. That's what those spec players are probably trying to catch.
Check out the BTC, man. Check out the BTC. The BTC is getting hit here. It's trading now 37,600.
Can you short coin?
Yeah. I mean,
and Riot.
If you think about where coin is, shit. And Riot. CRWD. Nobody's
dude.
Certainly
I left
nobody cares.
A lot of fucking money on the table with that one.
BAC is at highs. What were you saying, Jesus?
No, that Bill catching some more put buying. They got killed off earnings. Bill, BIL.
Really, really, really dumb.
We got another quote from Steven inside the room here. He's saying the free trial got me like 10 years ago and I'm still here.
Yeah,
the old Planet Fitness hack.
Old guard.
BAC at highs. BAC at highs. At motherfucking highs.
Some buying in CPNG. That's at South Korea. What?
South Korea.
Yeah, I think it's South Korea, one of those internet plays. Called Pioneer.
How do we
now,
go
if you notice down here on SPY, we're holding down here. So It's also pulling people in short. These are those scenarios here where people get short and boom, they get stuck. But let's see what happens. And BTC went the other way. So it dumped, and now it's going the other way. So BTC is also starting to bounce here, too. FYI.
Unit of PureTech PRTC, and they are announcing U.S. FDA Drug Administration accepting a new drug application for the CAR XT. This is for the treatment.
Intel gave it up completely, so that was a fail on the Momo scanner there.
The PDUFA date being set for September 26, 2024, therefore, Papa Romeo Tango Charlie.
Guys, it's point blank. It's right in your face. Take a look at Bank of America. You know what I'm saying? This is where you at here. Let's see
what this map looks like.
Take a look at that BAC. You know what I mean? That's where your rotation is. So they're going to still be able to hold up the market, right? So if you want the short, your fat man got to keep fucking selling. Meta here is continuing to sell. It is at lows.
If you're shorting here and it's an opening trade, you're late. You could fill a gap on SPY, but if it doesn't break down here, to your point, Lucci, don't be afraid to flop back to the other side because they could rip it right back up.
Yeah, I got really quiet now. That opening bell sizzled out there. MTN.
Watch him go test the low of that freaking bad print. They freaking foreshadowed. SPX through the put wall.
A little more squeeze playing that open. OPEN. And GameStop Got another bullish Jan bet here, GME.
Yay, GameStop.
BAC at highs.
You gotta start thinking bounce on SPY with these banks continuing to pump. Do you not?
Yeah, again, it's kind of like handicapping what some of these heavily weighted names are going to do. You know, like Open has zero influence on the indexes outside of small caps, right? GameStop, same thing. Banks, they're helping IWM. So, I mean, does a mega, kind of to Lucci's point, does the mega caps continue to sell here, or they just flatten out? Kind of what we've been seeing, right, throughout the day. These mega caps get a little choppy. You get these fades in the indexes, and then they stop going lower, and you kind of just get dull.
I mean, guys, BAC is serious.
Luch, did you grab some?
No, I had it before, but didn't get back.
You got Citigroup at highs as well. I mean, most of the banks strong. Even regionals, DPST, KRE.
Sweden going to be selling $2.5 billion in bonds on December 6th. Sweden.
Why do we care?
This guy covers it all for some reason. I have no idea why.
North, that's in your region of the world. Perhaps you can enlighten us. And I know you're not Swedish, bro. Don't get bent. Nice job, Horizon.
Jesus Christ, this Macy's is still pumping this piece of shit.
This is a problem here, you know, where we are here from a market perspective. You know, I think we're short. The problem is there's no clean, nobody believes it yet. Nobody believes it yet.
Mark can continue to speak here, saying that once we get to that 2% inflation goal, we can have a conversation on potentially adjusting the target.
In other words, we don't know. We'll see when we get there.
Right.
That's like
right.
That's
we
the,
don't know.
The famous dad.
WTI crude futures
right?
are trading near the lows of the session here, 75.85, down 56 cents. It's coming off a new low ahead of the DOE weekly inventory data.
Side trade is saying banks going higher is bearish. No, it's just where it's again, it's a rotation thing, bro. Banks aren't strong enough to hold the market up, right? Fat man is always stronger. So if you're seeing selling on fat, by the way, take a look at Meta. You know what I'm saying? Take a look at Meta. You know, and Meta is kind of
there's your SPY.
There's your SPY move.
Yeah, Meta is in a little bit of a nosedive area there, right? Was it down 6?
It's down it's almost 6 here.
Yeah.
It is down 6 on the Meta. And Meta, this is where it came from yesterday, right? So it trapped a whole bunch of longs here yesterday.
Exactly.
You figure SPY got to fresh highs off this move. Gun to head, I think we go red on SPY. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think we go red. I don't think anybody believes it either. That's why you're going to get these rotations into banks still. I don't think anybody believes that we're going to go red because it hasn't happened for fucking decades at this point. Every day is a decade in this market. Right? So look at Apple. Look at Apple. Apple had a huge pop off the open. Couldn't do anything.
Yeah, these names are tough. These big names, they're tough right now. They're tough. I mean, you're as crowded could ever be in these names. They're just tough.
It's tough. The fat man went red. You see, Natalia?
Batman is eating too much pizza today.
Yeah, market could be done selling in any second here, So the slower we sell, the worse it is, because that gets you your springboard activity on the other side.
Coiling.
So don't be too fucking. John T is saying looks like a turn in the market, time for a pullback. Everybody's gonna say that, man, and you just protect yourself. If that's where you're at, just make sure you protect yourself.
Treat yourself.
Make sure you're aware that you got a PCE number coming out tomorrow that can throw you upside the head.
Right, you got a PCE number coming out too. So on the gamma here, it looks like we are below the call wall, or sorry, the put wall.
I mean, you already know that the 4-month bill auction, regardless of whether you feel it's important or not, is likely to have some type of price action drama around it.
Sure.
So you got to wait for that shit now.
Yeah, Tesla, AMD holding really well. Really well. SPY coming back here looks fine. So if you were long, shit, man. Adding to some of these longs doesn't even look that bad. I mean, if you look at the Micron, hasn't gone anywhere. If you look at the Intel, fucking hasn't gone anywhere. Technically, all this stuff looks fine. Melly here, still sitting here at fucking 1,600. No problems.
Printing
money.
money.
Look at that Coinbase flat. And BTC is also chopping here as well.
$140, $160. Take a roll.
Roku Red shop, you're saying close to lows. Yep. KSS calls. Wayfair 2 points off the high. Shit. SPY here looks like it wants to come back. BTC, you got a pop in BTC. You don't really have these sellers here. So, anybody who's short here, you don't want to get fucking stuck.
The inflation has slowed less than expected. Market, when asked looking at a lower rate, saying you need to be confident inflation is headed back to the target.
25.
You got the put wall here holding.
The Trump wall.
Under 20 seconds to show you the release of the EIA weekly inventory data, looking for modest build in both crude and
MU, yeah, coming back on that MU. Pins here also. Yeah, man. It looks like selling here in general, especially on the fat man names, has slowed down to some extent here.
Distillate inventories plus 5.2 million barrels.
Oh, we got the distillate on the USO here.
6% plus 1.6
Not doing anything.
barrels. Gasoline plus 1.8.
10:30 already? How the fuck that?
Again, plus across the board for inventory, refinery run rate at 89.6%.
I think you're going to get a bunch of chop now.
Choppy.
I think you're going to get a bunch of fucking chop now. And if you get chop, it's only a matter of time before they start bidding things back up. If there's no sellers and there's nobody here to really push this shit down, you ain't going to get it.
You wait until the 4-month auction, baby.
Oh, that auction is coming out too.
Look, wait it up.
That auction's coming out too. Let's take a look at that Meta. Meta still holding here at the lows.
Into this data, and it's been a build across the board there for the weekly oil inventory data.
So you got a build in crude across the board there. Crude, a little bit weak on that.
Crude's not doing shit.
It was flat at 13.2 million barrels.
Roku here headed back up.
CTAs, by the way, not there yet for anybody who's looking to be bullish crude.
Exports rose to 11.5 million barrels in the week.
The longer we can't find the sellers, guys, the more they're just going to keep bouncing stuff. Intel here back to 45, looking good.
As far as quality out there, again, it's been mostly the squeeze type action off the open, more of the speculative stuff. The best looking sweep so far, probably that June repeat sweep in Twilio. There's been a buyer of June calls for a little bit now, going back probably a month or so. Maybe more.
And we see volume 17% above its 1-month average. Advancers lead decliners by 3.2 to 1. Nasdaq volume 11% above its 1-month average. Advancers lead decliners by 2.7 to 1. VIX index trading higher by 1.5% at 1288.
Yep, these sellers gone. These sellers have gone. So for now here, you're gonna see small rallies. Great is saying going to exit out of these Q calls before we get to previous highs. I think this bull program will fail before highs. Blah 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 blah.
Policy.
Yep. Here we go on your rally SPY.
I just the Twilio is a bit too far out of the money. I would love to see them lay bigger wood than that in Twilio. Kind of like the prior June action we were seeing was a little bit better looking. Chewy's active puts and calls probably leans a little bit more bearish. You got earnings 12.6 from Chewy. Kind of mixed overall.
Uh-oh. Wow. That's what kind of day it is for you?
For BALN in Switzerland, we're seeing a press report that activist Sebian is potentially showing interest in the name. Probably, I believe, in November in Switzerland.
SQ. Free time. Oh, free time is definitely done. Free time is done by far. You guys got an extra 5 minutes out of us. All right, we're getting the hell out of here.
Shut it down.
And we'll see you in the room. We'll see you in the room. I still think we fucking go to Lowe's, but you know, what do I know? Let's see what happens. All right, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you in the room. Take care.
Good day.